Hello mga palangakuhitad! Kumusta na? Nakakaon na ba ang tanan? Nakakaon na dyan siguro, no? Char. Ano yun nato para makita dyan ang kamatuuran. Charat! Okay. Hello, Philippines! Hello, world! Hello again! At your service, Sotero. This is your YouTube content creator. Welcome to my science world. Again and again, I will never tired of sharing science academic information. This time, I'm gonna teaching you the other version of sugar, which is also familiar to everybody. It's gonna be like, okay, I will get the microphone first. Oh my gosh!
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
OMG! I'm coming back. OMG, I'm coming back to discuss another topic, which is the most taken for granted sugar, because in the first place, we may know this, or we may not know this. Okay? So it's gonna be like, Mamang Sorbitero. Ganun. Okay, that's the point. Okay. So, I need to introduce first again. But this time, we're gonna start with my whitey world, my science world, Sotero. Okay? Okay, so we need to discuss about sorbitol. Wait, isa naman yun, sorbitol, charot. What is sorbitol? This is close to Sotero, right? Sorbitol. Take note the terminology, what you will observe. First, by looking visually in the terminology, what you will observe letter to letter, or according to its letters here, presented in the whiteboard. Okay, what's gonna be your idea? First idea when you look at the word sorbitol. Okay. So first, you will obviously detect that there's an OL. So obviously, alcohol family, if it ends in OL. But it doesn't necessarily mean it will function as an alcohol. Okay, as I teach, as I taught you over and over again, just like in a family. Your family of business-minded people, okay, and your son may not be in the business, he is a doctor, but you belong in the same family. You have the same last name, things like that. Or the other one is a teacher, the other one is an engineer. It's the same story also with an alcohol family. Some will not function as an alcohol, some will function as a sugar effect, some will also synthesize into protein or whatever. Okay, so this is in case of sorbitol. And we have also resveratrol. Oh, there's an OL also, will function also as an antiviral substance that's found in the skin of the grapes. That's why guys, you buy grapes because grapes are antiviral food and substance automatically, okay, without question. It can help to kill viruses in your system. Okay? Anti-inflammatory substance, antioxidant, things like antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, name it. Okay, it has to do something with the protection of our immune system. Okay, here is another story. Sorbitol may not be an inflammatory substance, but it can act as a medicinal substance. Okay, it will be blended, or it will be really mixed to other pharmaceutical products, okay, or a stabilizer in a pharmaceutical products to function as a pharmaceutical medicines, like that. You will add sorbitol like that. Okay, though it is an alcohol, but it's another application. Okay, you get the point, sir. Every terminologies in the books that ends with OL, especially if the topics are sciences, organic chemistry, it belongs to alcohol family. Okay, OL would signify. Even cholesterol is the highest form of alcohol family, but it will never function as an alcohol. It will function as a lipid or a fat. Things like that. There's a lot, guys, right? So, glycol, things like that, okay? NCOL also. Okay? So, that our identification is an alcohol family. So meaning to say, obviously, in your chemical formulation, the introduction of OH or hydroxyl group will be there. So we'll start presenting to you the chemical formula of sorbitol. But first, we need to discuss to you the general chemical formula. Okay, it's gonna be like related to glucose, things like that. But there is more hydrogen in the center. Okay, like this. Okay, like that. Guys, guys know we have C3H6O3, diba? Glyceraldehyde. Okay, and then you will also wondering why lactate have the same general chemical formula of glyceraldehyde. Would it mean that lactate would function as a glyceraldehyde? Things like this, and that is what we're trying to find out. We need to research, right? Or we need to connect the chemical formulation so that we can understand the behavior of the physical property of that chemical, right? Okay, so it's gonna be 6 atoms of carbon, 14 atoms of hydrogen, and 6 atoms of oxygen. Hala, really? Yeah. So it's gonna be like that. So if in this case you obtain like this, so you will remember also the ascorbic acid. Okay. During your memorization, hala, how many substances that contain 6 atoms of carbon and 6 atoms of oxygen? Hala, we have ascorbic acid, we have the glucose, and we have also the sorbitol. Things like that. If you have a new learning of the chemicals, if you are taking chemical engineering or BS chemistry or BS pharmacy or medical technology related to chemistry profession, then you will also understand the similar formulation, and the only difference is the center, the hydrogen, so that it's easy to retain in your brain cells the formula. Okay, just like what I did in ascorbic acid, I memorized that in high school. I will never forget that until college and until now. Things like that. You get the point? So things like that, like this, since I know this only here at present, 2022. Imagine I'm already a chemical engineer, a licensed chemical engineer, but still I don't know the formulation of sorbitol. Imagine, meaning to say, we are not perfect. We are still learning. Okay, all. Just the excuse, day by day. Okay, you got the point. Things like that. Okay, 6 atoms of carbon and 40 atoms of hydrogen, 6 atoms of oxygen. Now we need to show to you the Fischer chemical formula projection. Okay. So, in organic chemistry, I love this, okay? Okay, because my average is okay, right? Okay, 4.6 is my grade in organic chemistry. Okay, meaning I have 96%. Nakakaloka. Because the IP have a 5, and the grade is 4.6 in the transcript of records. Okay, that means I love organic chemistry. Right? Okay. In fact, chemical engineering major, I don't have too high grades because, hindi na kumusulti, because I will be bad if I do something else. Okay? Even though you will tell the reality. You get the point? Something like that. Okay? Because there are good people also. You get the point? Things like that. Okay, so we need to show the Fischer projection. 6 atoms of carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, class, there are 6 carbon atoms. Like that. The next step is to illustrate the OH because there's a word OL here. Meaning hydroxide will be added, or the hydroxyl group, OH, like that. Now, so this is an alcohol, right? Okay, what do you learn by an alcohol? Okay, what do you learn by an alcohol? So it is in OH. How can you write an alcohol family? Of course, OH will be there. So like that. So here, OH will be here. So H, H, OH. Okay, in the top, in the bottom, carbon number 6, H, H, OH. And in your chiral region, guys, in organic chemistry, chiral region are the center carbonyl group. Okay? In which the OH and H are banded. Things like that. Okay? So we have the OH here. Okay, OH here. But be careful. Your third OH will be put in carbon number 3. The same behavior with glucose. The glucose, the OH is in the carbon number 3 in the left, not on the right. This is the only difference between galactose, okay, and glucose. But this sorbitol will follow the behavior of glucose. The OH also is in the left in carbon number 3. And the rest of the OH will be in the right. Things like that. You got the point, mga palangga? Kung hitad, it's gonna be like that. Okay. Now, H here. Okay. As you can notice, this will be generalized as CH2OH. Okay, like that. Then, how many OH? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's say CH2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 OH. So OH plus an open parenthesis 6, like that. You get the point. And then there are also CH2, 2 also, plus open parenthesis 2, and like that. Okay. And then how many carbon you have? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 carbon here and H. This is the general formula. Okay, this is the Fisher formula and the general formula, but this is the quantitative general formula, meaning you can determine the atoms directly of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, meaning simplest quantitative chemical formula. This is the general formula. You need to break down the OH nitrogen also, because in this quantitative chemical formula you cannot detect the OH here. Okay, but in here you can detect how many OH you put. So there are 6 atoms of OH negative in your sorbitol. Because sometimes in examination it will say, in sorbitol compound, how many OH? As simple as that. A5, B4, may kalibutan. You got the point? So you need to understand what is the Fisher projection. Sometimes, like question like that, okay, pakalitan ka ba kita? Kita ka bantay? You got the point? Yung matawag expect ba ng anak Fisher? Ay, nakakaloka. For example, which of the following is not an oil? I remember that in the board examination, A, linoleic acid, oleic acid, citric acid, D, lanolin. How can lanolin? Lanolin is not an oil. This is used in, cosmetics industry, and that was in the board examination. Okay, you get the point. Things like that. Okay. So, mauna siya yung metabo. Okay, sa atong kuan. Isa man tong Howard po dito. Kain ka ng Howard 8. Pwede na po kung yung kuan. So, ano lang. Okay? Alam pugsa. Okay. Makuha mo guys, kailangan mga pilakabo. How many carbon, how many hydrogen. So, it's easy to do the Howard. Okay? But it will take time kasi. Okay, with the point, ana siya. So, we have fructose, our raw material. Okay, gusto ko mamana ng fructose. Eh, kaloka. Diba? Okay, fructose. I have this fructose because I always intake this in my system because I have so many fruits in the refrigerator. I have the apple, the grapes, the plum, okay, the banana, kasi kwarta, okay, the grapes, like this, orange, lemon. So it's good to emphasize fructose, right? Okay, the points now. Okay, ganon. Char. Okay. Anak siya mga palangga. Okay. Pinalinaw, gusto kong ibuhat sa internes. Okay. So we have here glucose, mga palangga kung hitag. Okay. Glucose. Okay, like this. Okay, glucose, class, glucose, like that. And then you will add an enzyme called aldose reductase. Because its main function is to reduce, that's why reductase. Okay, so glucose will be reduced to something, right? So, glucose from being a carbohydrate will reduce to being an alcohol called sorbitol. Okay, like that. You get the point? Ganon. And after that, we need to add an enzyme called sorbitol dehydrogenase. Okay, sorbitol dehydrogenase. Okay. And then it will produce fructose. And this is the reverse. Oh my gosh. We can produce fructose from glucose also. If our aldose reductase will be functioning well. Okay, that's why, as I told you, if the fructose will go to the liver, it's very bad because if you have so many glucoses also, it will be converted to fructose also. And then fructose also will stay in the liver. Nakakaloka. Okay, you got the point? Mo dyan na mo, wala dyan mga liver disease, mga gano'n. Okay, ang glucose mo, convert naman dyan siya fructose. Nakakaloka ha. So this is now the biosynthesized fructose that will be produced inside our body. This is not the fructose from the fruits. Okay? That is processed and biosynthesized inside our body from glucose with an enzyme aldose reductase to produce sorbitol. Meaning, kaloka sorbitol eh. So sorbitol, charot. Sorbitol will not produce if there's no glucose. Ay nako. Okay, that's the point. And now, atong iyag-yag si sorbitol. You get the point? So look at that, right? Sorbitol function. Ganon. So I mean that this sorbitol is really helpful or what, whatsoever. Like that. You get the point? Things like that. Okay? Of course, we need to identify so that we can understand the function and it's easy for us to do the evaluation if we need it or not, if we minimize it or not, like that. Okay? To the point. So, sorbitol. Okay. Buotan na rin si sorbitol. Hando manan sa usa kalagay. Okay. Sorbitol. Okay. Sorbitol function. It will be used in the preparation of vitamin C. To be used in the preparation of vitamin C. Okay. So for example, if you will buy a multivitamin or vitamin C, okay, ascorbic acid in market, it's understood that sorbitol is being blended to that. Okay, it will be stabilized by a sorbitol in order it can produce an enough level of vitamin C in which you buy in the market and you put that in your mouth and go esophagus and going to your system. So sorbitol is very important there. It's a raw material to produce vitamin C. Okay, it's not a magic because that kind of vitamin C is not direct from the fruits. Okay, it's a vitamin C that goes to a certain process. Okay, I tell you honestly, guys, if the substance you intake is in the form of a tablet, capsule, syrup, like that, antibiotic, that's already processed. Okay, because it's impossible, it's not processed. You know, the covering of the tablet itself or the antibiotic itself, it will be dissolved, right? It is being manufactured. It's no longer natural. Okay, the only natural is you put directly the organic food you see in your garden. For example, if there's an orange, you will break the orange, you get the skin and you drink the juice. That's natural. But once you buy that in the market in a form of a tablet, antibiotic, like that syrup or anything in liquid and solid form, that's already manufactured and processed. Okay, so by default, it has side effects. Okay, but the side effects will depend in your history of previous diseases. Okay, now if you don't have any previous diseases or any symptoms by other breathing diseases, then fine, because you are healthy person takes that kind of vitamins or multivitamins. But what if you have also another disease and it will also react to that kind, and that's the problem, it will create side effects. Okay, because it is not naturally processed. It is manufactured and processed. That's why it will become a capsule, antibiotic, a tablet, a liquid, a syrup, or any forms or states of matter, solid, liquid, or gas. Okay, that's very clear. Okay, the only natural is the organic fruit or plant you directly put into your mouth. Okay, and that's very clear. Okay, now, so this sorbitol is used in the preparation of vitamin C. Okay, second, this is used in pharmaceutical products as a stabilizer. Wow. Okay, to stabilize the healthy effect. And it will remove out the harmful effect. Okay, pharmaceutical products. Stabilization or stabilizer, ganun, or blending. I mean, you have to put that to blend, to stabilize. Okay? You get the point. Stabilizer of the pharmaceutical products. And number 3 is very important, mga palangga, kumitan. It will be used to treat constipation and diarrhea. Okay? So kung magkalibanga mo, you will find sorbitol in the market. Okay? Mga kapalitan kung sorbitol, kalibangon man ko, but you will never say like that because, okay, that's too technical and specific. The sorbitol are purified only to the tablets and medicines that will really eliminate diarrhea. There's no direct saying, I will buy sorbitol in the market. That's only a joke for me. That is a raw material in the medicines you take that will reduce and remove the diarrhea. Okay, or the constipation. There's a raw material sorbitol there because it's here, okay, to treat diarrhea and constipation. But it doesn't mean that that is only a sorbitol. It mixed to other substances. You get the point? Kasi, ano siya stabilizer siya It will be blended to other substances. You get the point? Ganon. So these are the 3 functions of sorbitol. Okay, now, this is a higher form of alcohol, higher than the glycerol, the sugar alcohol. The sugar alcohol is C3, okay, H8O3. But this one is C6H14O3. My goodness, times 2. The carbon atoms times 2, okay, and also the oxygen atoms times 2. Only the hydrogen is reduced by 1, something like that, because of the double bond of the carboxylic group here in ascorbic acid. The more you have more double band, the more it will affect your hydrogen numbers. Okay, that will signify, there's a double band more, because you know the hydrogen is not high like that. We will substitute that in the formula CnH2n, okay, ON. N is the number of atoms. And substitute that there and pasok sa banga. Okay? Ganon. Like that. Okay, kaya makuha mo yung double band. Okay? Okay, you got the point. So, muna siya. So, this sorbitol, okay, if the sugar alcohol is somewhat like bitter. Okay? Glycerol is bitter, not sweet. So how about the sorbitol? It is sweet or bitter. Since this is more on the behavior of the glucose here and going to fructose, based on my research, this is sweet. Okay? Sweet. Okay. Like this. So this can be also found in the ice cream, like that, halo-halo, like that. We are not just recognizing this. Okay, sorbitol. Okay? Get the point? Okay, because it will produce fructose, and fructose is a component of sucrose, right? And then you know the ice cream, the halo-halo, the melty, we will put sucrose, the white sugar, and the white sugar is composed of fructose and glucose. Since we know that we can produce fructose, the raw materials are also sorbitol. So that means the sorbitol will be found also in ice cream. Automatic, common sense, right? You get the point. We need to read books or wherever based on the chemical reaction. Okay? You get the point. Ganon. So that is sorbitol. Now, so if I will say, what is the another term of sorbitol? Sa ako naman sa linig mo ron. Blanc is another term of sorbitol. A. Fructosol. What yung basta? Tingnan mo sa sa college. Okay? A. Fructosol. B. Galactol. Grabe naman. A. Lactol. B. Galactol. E. Glucitol. Okay. Kung saan yung answer, Ana Ron? Another term of sorbitol. Okay. Sometimes we need to create terms in order for us to test our brain cells. Okay? You get the point? Ana siya. I-derive mo sa itong mga existent na terms. Ganon. Okay, so ito, galactol, maltol, lactol, fructol, and glucitol. What is the another term? Sorbitol. So this is glucitol. Okay, glucitol and sorbitol are the same. C6H14 O6. In the board examination say blanc is another term of sorbitol. Your answer, glucitol. Ganon, kasimple. Okay, why glucitol? Because it started from the glucose. That's why glucitol. The term is derived from glucose. Okay. So sometimes you will never say fructol. It sounds also possible, but usually if you derive a name, it will start from the raw material, not from the product driven. You get the point? Things like that. Okay? Ganon. You get the point? Okay. So muna siya. Okay, any questions so far? Mga palangga akong hitad. Okay? That's clear for sorbitol. Now, I want to explain regarding the C3H6, right? I need to, this is first time on the spot. It came only in my brain cells. I need to justify why. Okay? Like this. Ako yung itoke. Okay, may something. Char! Okay? So, I said a while ago, if you have the glycerol, okay, like that, then this is the alcohol of glycerin. This is the definition. And instead also glyceride, it is an aldehyde of glycerin. Okay, glyceraldehyde. Okay, now, glyceraldehyde is also known as glyceride directly. Glyceride. Okay, that's why we have triglyceride. We will never say triglyceraldehyde. It's the same thing saying triglycerides directly. That's why we said glyceraldehyde and glyceride is just the same. Okay, like that. Now, we know that glyceraldehyde is like this, right? And we have our formula C3H6O3. Right? If you try to break this glyceraldehyde, 1, 2, 3, functional group, double bond oxygen, H for the aldehyde, single bond carbon, okay, 1 OH here, H here, and then bottom CH2OH. Okay, so count how many oxygen? 1, 2, 3, perfect. Hydrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, perfect. Carbon, 1, 2, 3, perfect. So C3H6O3. Then why? Then why C3H6O3 is also the same formula with lactate or lactic acid? Patay. This is a salt and acid that produced by intake of lactose. The more you will drink milk, you will produce a lot of lactic acid in the form of sweat that will be removed in your skin during doing physical exercise, doing your job that requires too much sweat. Because when the sweat will be removed, it composes a lot of propionic acid, okay, lactic acid, water, some salts, specifically electrolytes, things like that. So the lactic acid there is coming from lactose because you have drink milk, okay, lactose driven, okay. So that's why you have lactic acid and lactate. And lactate is the salt of lactose. Okay? Lactic acid is the acid of lactose. You get the point? Ano ba siya kasimple? Okay, you get the point? Accepted na. And then akong question mga pala, akong itag. Ganun ba yun? Why the formula of lactic or lactate is also C3H6O3, the same also with the glyceraldehyde. Sagot. Would it mean that lactic acid and lactate and also glyceraldehyde are isomer with each other? Because they have the same chemical formula but different in application. Right? Now, to justify more, we need to go for the ketone version. Ketone version of this glyceraldehyde. Okay? Let's stress. Okay. The ketone version, so this is 1, 2, 3. Double bond, oxygen is the second carbon. Okay? CH2OH, mga palangga. Pangitag. Then CH2H. Okay. Like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, kalas. Bingo. How many hydrogen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oxygen 1, 2, 3. And then carbon also 3. And then there's some. It follows also the formula oxygen 3, the same. But until now, guys, I don't know really what is the specific name for the ketone version of our glyceraldehyde. Because we don't have glycerol. Okay? And we don't have also glyceral detone or glycygla, because ketone you will put OSE. Okay? Always fructose, ketose, like this. Okay, got the point? So, saan mo na ron? So, siya pangalan. So, sabi niya siya ano? Pangalan niya. Okay. Nag-watch yung chemical formula nga, wala kay pangan. O, diba? Nakakaloka. Saan ka pa dyan? Okay, and then you have also here. Okay, C3H6O3, pareho siya. Atong i-prove. Ano naman, uy, chart. Ano na yun? Okay. Uy, umuspat ba yan ni Kulban sa tani, uy? Okay. Saan mo na ito pag-provide, uy? Kaloka, uy. Napasa. Okay. Atong sabton ang kamatuuran. Okay. Kung saan may formula sa lactose, uy? Okay. So, if we start for lactose, this is the milk from the cow. Okay? Or any milk, right? Lactose. So, it will be converted to galactose and glucose. Right? Galactose plus glucose. Now, our enzyme will be lactase. Okay? From the word lactose. Okay? Just like sucrose, like that. Okay? Muna yung mga technique, mga palangga. Maltose, maltase. Okay? So, dito kayo pag-detect ang kasi kung yung nga style. Okay? You get the point. So, saan mo na ito pagulit ani ang lactic acid. Okay? Pinamang tayo glyceraldehyde. O, anak siya. Okay? Here. Glucose. Okay. Nya ang glyceraldehyde. Okay. Ang glyceraldehyde is a simple sugar with 3 carbon atoms. Okay? So, I will put just C3. Right? And this is glyceraldehyde. Now, equal siya sa lactate. Then, ang lactate, guys, naman siya carbon po nga 3. Anong equal na siya? Why? So, let's go back to the reaction of, let's say, mabalik ka sa fructose. Okay? Get the point? So, let's say, na natin triglycerides, dire-ari. Triglycerides. Meaning this is also triglyceraldehydes, right? Like this. Okay. These triglyceraldehydes, okay, this is already converted to phospholipids. Okay, like this and cholesterol later on. Things like that. So glyceraldehydes, triglycerides, so lactate, ganun parihaman siya ani. Okay. So meaning to say, these triglycerides will be converted to lactose. Okay? So, usapan nga enzyme atong gamiton ano niya? Enzyme. Charot. Okay, mo na sa ka. Disaccharide. Disaccharide lactose dehydrogenase. Ganun ba yun? Okay, kaya nagal mo kayo siya hydrogen, kaya try ba yao? Akong gimit naman sa college pa ko guys, no? Basta daghan gani ka na siya hydrogen, mo simplify nagkalit, dehydrogenase gina siya ang imong enzyme kay kwaon man ang hydrogen. Okay, mura akong gitin man ang permit. Okay, daghan ba yung triglyceride o libang kay times 3 mo ang glyceraldehyde, daghan ka hydrogen. So sa to pa yung enzyme, engine na siya dehydrogenase. Okay? And at the same time also, ang product niya mao ibutang nga prefix. Kaya yung product ko man, lactate ba yan itong gustong ipahitabo? So, mara dito, lactose dehydrogenase. Okay? Gusto mo tamo convert ang lactate to lactose. Charot. Ganun ba yun? Huy! May kakando ka. Oh, ganun siya. So, posible din siya guys, eh. Kaning lactate mo, sugar man produce siya. Yung kaning glyceride sugar, so pariho din siya later on. Okay? During the conversion, pwede din siya guys. Yeah. Okay, ganon, pwede siya. Kaya triglycerides, pwede siya daan. Okay? You get the point? O niya, ang katuin mong lactose na ako ba yung glucose. Daraday! Okay? Kaya na ka no, ang triglycerides, okay, galactose is equals to galactose plus glucose. Kibobia, you know already that your material is glucose. Okay? To produce also glycerides later on. So, okay lang pasok sa banga, eh. Di ba? Ano na siya? So, kaya naman siya, common na ng glucose nila. So, pwede rin siya kung pariho ang glycerides ang lactate sa iyong formula. Ganun ba yun? Ano na lang? Okay. So, just like saying dextrose for the patient, dextrose, inositol, and glucose, right? They have the same formula also. So, because of that, glyceraldehyde is the same formula with lactate. Lawi? Ano? Hay nako. Okay. Sa, nasa may tulo ninyo guys na another technique. For example guys, if you see that the chemical, like say, glycerin, okay, cholesterol, okay, like this, okay, glycerin, cholesterol, glyceraldehyde, okay, gano'n siya, ano naman, I-N-I-N-E, no? Okay, so this glycerin is also the same as, okay, glycerol. And this glycerin also the same as glycerol. Ano? Cholesterol. Okay? Like this. So, meaning to say, your cholesterol will be derived from cholesterol. Glycerol will be derived from glycerin. Okay. Just like saying also, lactate. Okay. Lactate is the salt of lactic acid. Now, sorry guys, inorganic compound have different rule with inorganic chemistry. Between lactate and lactic acid, it is the same. This is C3H6O3. Okay, glycerin also is C3H8O3. Cholesterol is C, okay, 28H46, like that, and oxygen is formula of cholesterol or cholesterol. Okay. Now, lactic acid, the same na siya, guys. Yung mo kag pyruvate. Guys, ano akong stress ang pyruvate, guys? Because we cannot obtain energy during the conversion of glucose, okay, into adenosine triphosphate that we will use to survive in our glucose manufactured inside our body. Lagi na siya pyruvate, hindi na pwede labangan ang pyruvate na raw material. Tigikan na siya sa glycolysis reaction. Magpulos na siya kuan. Okay, pyruvate, magpulos na siya lactate. Magpadayon na siya nito, magpulos na siya acetyl CoA, the Krebs cycle na yun, and after that, okay, electron chain transport na yun, ana-ana. Okay, napulos na siya yung mga ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the main source of energy for all photosynthetic organisms, including human being. Okay, now, so ang pyruvate or pyruvic acid, okay, maoras na siya, guys. Okay, C3H4O3. Now, nasa kay ascorbate. Ascorbate will be blended in all vitamin C, ha? If you see the nutritional, not nutritional value, the ingredients of your multivitamins or vitamin C, nagyo na siya ascorbate. So ito ascorbic acid. Okay, so ascorbic acid. If you read the labeling, okay, ascorbic acid. So we need to say ascorbic acid and ascorbate is the same formula, C6H8O6. What else? Benzoate. Okay, benzoate from benzene. Okay, benzoate is also the same as benzoic acid. Okay, mahibong ka guys, why some organic compounds, the salt and the acid will have the same formula? Diba? Uy, nakakaloka ng anime. Oh, ana dayon. So benzoate, ikaw na C6H, this is esters man. Okay, esters ano ito? R. Okay, sorry guys, nakalimutan ko sa formula. Char! Okay, nakakaloka. Okay, ganon. Yeah. Naman kay acid dari ari, benzoate 6 man. Oh. So ano, pasok sa bangat din dari ari. Okay, C6 man no. O ano din mo. Ganon. Okay, here C2H3 and here also C2H3. Okay? Then 6 na imong kuan. Yeah, 6 naman imong benzene. Okay, like that. So 1 to 3 ni siya. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. So kung pagkag-usa ka carbon. Okay? So usa ka carbon diri ari na siya. Okay? Ano rin mo? C3H3. Okay, ganon. So, pila na mo kami kwan na kabuk mong carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, ganon. So, ang imong benzoate na maguna siya OOH, right? So, ari na mo iputang ipasok sa banga ang OOH. Here. Ganon. Okay? So, ano na ka mo focus sa imong carbon nga 6. Okay, kaya naman kay Wandraara, kani siya 5 ni siya. Okay? So, kaya naman kay Wandraara, okay, meaning to say, you have also 5. No? 1 plus 5, 6, di ba? Oh. Ganon. So, it's gonna be COOH C5H5. Muna yung benzoic acid. Okay, carboxylic naman siya, oh. But nala kay benzene ring, okay, benzene ring, i-attach siya nimo ang carboxylic nga C double bond oxygen OH. Mura na siya benzoic acid. O diba? Ano ra? Okay, you get the point, mga kailangan ra. Ikon mo ang carbon, oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 man, oh. Pasok sa banga, 6. Oh, hydrogen, pila ka ba imong hydrogen? Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, pila man po dirara? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, mura sa Japon, 6. Okay, so pasok yun sa banga. Parihara yun na siya guys, no? O ana. Ano yung benzoic acid? Na siya COOH. Okay? Ganun. Okay. Now, muna sa na yung benzoate. Okay, ano siya? Para sa hyaluronic acid, mo sa ng hyaluronic. But in organic chemistry, hindi na siya pwede guys ha? For example, na kay sulfate. Hindi na siya paliw sa imong sulfuric acid. Get the point? Lahat yung formula. Okay, ana siya mga palangga umutad. Okay, so, i-research siya guna niyo guys. Hindi ka research niyo, pareho lagi na siya permi. Okay, but go na lang din sa pinaka-close ha. If there's an COH, mo na gina-acid na kalintin sa ninyo yung iti-iki. Esters, magunda siya guys. Okay, esters ba? Ana ba yun ang esters guys? O, charot. Di ba, alcohol. Alcohol ba yan guys yan? Butangan mo ang acid guys. Okay, magpulos na itag ester. Yan kay water guys. Okay. So mo na siya ang esterification reaction guys. Ester is equivalent the salt in organic chemistry. But ester is the term for organic compound. Since you are producing H2O, generally your process will be condensation. It condensed into liquid, which is water. So condense, then condensation. Or you will see also, this is adding water or producing water. This is also known as hydration. Because you add water in the product, right? And sometimes, if you reverse the equation, let's say, assuming it will be your hydrolysis. Because it's a reaction of salt and water to produce an acid and a base. But in this case, you act your base as an alcohol because your base is not always referring to ATE. Sometimes OH also attachment is also a base like sodium hydroxide. Then OH also is the same with alcohol. That's why alcohol with OH pasok sa banga. Instead of base, generally will put alcohol will do. Okay? It's also hydrolysis. But take note, hydrolysis is the third option because you need to reverse it under it become hydrolysis. But hydration, you will produce water, so it's correct directly. Condensation will produce water also directly. But specifically, since this is organic chemistry, this is esterification. So we need to say, esterification reaction, the producing ester is already producing a water. Okay, ganon. Things like that. So esterification reaction. Charot, oy. Okay? Ganon. So, muna siya. So, if you try to put your salt will be mainly glycerol. Ako nang i-discuss kanina, no? Glycerol, okay, 3-phosphate. Okay? Then water. Okay, alcohol, of course, obviously, glycerol. Okay. Then, okay, ganito pa yung mga palangga kong hitan. Plus acid. Ang acid nga, katong general na yun nga, COOH. Okay? Acid. Kaya mo naman yung glycerol. Okay. Get the point. So, ang imong acid na carboxylic na general siya. Okay. Kung ano mag siya, guys, you get the point. Simplest siya formula ba? Kailangan mo madili ka magbutang-butang. General formula pa man eh. Okay? Ana dayon. Or pwede sa iman butang ano pakapin, kinamali kay pakapin, sorry. Na makay pakapin nga phosphate. So pwede ka maingon nga phosphoric acid. Kaya mo ay phosphate guys on kalimot ko. Okay, so phosphoric acid. Okay? Okay. If you will follow the general na specific yung product, pugson niyo mo mag-specific po ka sa acid. You get the point? Para mo match ang tanan pasok sa banga. So it's gonna be glycerol plus phosphoric acid is equals to glycerol 3-phosphate plus water. Glycerol 3-phosphate is your ester. And this is ester of glycerol. Because it refers to the raw material. When you say of. Okay. Ester of something. Aldehyde of something. Referring to the statement of, you will go back to the raw material. Okay, from the English understanding. You will never say ester of Let's suppose may product ba yan na siya. Okay, it should be on the raw material. So, ester of glycerol. Ganon. Okay, this is your glycerol 3-phosphate. Okay, ganon. Phosphoric acid. Ano, nakakaluka? Oh, ano pa bang? Ano, makalingaw lang yun siya, guys. Oh, mauday, guys. Uy. On the spot ba yan, guys, ha? Huwag na akong i-prepare. Nawa akong sabton, ha? Maudi ay. Nakaloka. And now I know. Through chemical reaction lang. Okay, akong i-share ako niya karon na on the spot. Huwag sa plano, eh. Okay, ito na point ko. Di ba na ko ninyo, no? Glycerol is a sugar alcohol. Oh, no, see, for example, Junjun drink beer, whiskey, wine, in which this is an alcohol of sugar. Okay, because all of them have sugar, and the sugar here is the maltose. Okay? Or let's convert that into sugar alcohol directly. An alcohol obtained from sucrose, that is sugar alcohol. Okay? Like this. Let's say lang yun. Okay? Like that. Or another version. Pwede sa katong mga maltose na alcohol na sa mga beer. Let's first focus on sugar alcohol. Okay. So, if we put white sugar in our coffee, okay, white sugar. Since sugar is a sucrose, right? So it will automatically give the sugar alcohol by itself. Sugar alcohol. Okay, that is glycerol. Okay. Now, when you drink soft drinks, okay, cola, Pepsi, okay, any carbonated beverages that contains carbon dioxide, like soft drinks, let's say. Now, being a product engineer in Coca-Cola Bottlers Philippines in Tagbilaran, in which I work there in Bohol, okay, the ingredients of soft drinks are the following. Concentrates. Okay? This is not divulging, or this is not divulging the secret trade of Coca-Cola Bottlers Philippines, because I'm not talking specifically the ingredients, the quantitative amount and the specific name. I only put concentrate. Concentrate has so many mixtures of something. So you cannot copy the ingredients of Coca-Cola nor the ingredients of Pepsi, because concentrate is a general term, involves a lot of substances blended together, and it will become a powder transported from Atlanta, USA. Okay, that kind of plant produce concentrate is only in the Atlanta, USA, specifically, because that kind of plant will grow there only. Okay, that's why it will be distributed to Asia, to Europe, to Middle East. That concentrates not found in that specific location, because this kind of plant, it will grow only in Atlanta, USA. Okay, now it will produce a concentrate. It will be transported through shipment, okay, through a big vessel boat, like in going to, let's say, Middle East, going to Europe, to America. So when it reached to the company, Coca-Cola Bottlers Philippines branch in the Philippines or in other places, it's already powder, white color. It's packed in white plastic, and we will check that if it conforms to the quality standards, basing on the quality parameters that we are referring to, because we have checklists 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will check that if it is really in quality before mixing that in the tank by our chemists. Okay, now we will get that sample, okay, and we will analyze to the laboratory. If it passed to the quality standards, we will signal the chemists to make batch first, releasing the trial. Okay, if it is okay, then we will go the backing process already. Okay, and then the chemical engineers will compute the quantitative amount, and after that we will call the chemist. In our time, the chemist is in the top. Okay, proceed now with the mixing. We need to say the chemist will depend only by the computation of the chemical engineers. If it is okay now, the proportioning, things like that, and we will sign the document, things like this. Okay, now if it is approved already, this concentrates, we don't know really what's this mixtures of about. That's why we cannot copy the ingredients of soft drinks. That is a top secret of the Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or any soft drinks industry. They have styles. Okay. Concentrates, CO2, okay, like that. Sugar, okay, like that. So we have to put like that. And we need to put also diluted phosphoric acid. What do you mean by diluted? More of a solvent, less of a concentrate. Okay, or solute. Okay. We need to say dilution, meaning you will not die even though this is an acid because this is not concentrated. If it is a concentrated phosphoric acid, of course, it will burn your intestines like that, but it's diluted only. So more of water. Okay, so these components are in the raw materials of soft drinks. When you open the can, it will that is CO2. Okay. It is sweet due to sugar. Things like that. And the concentrates, we don't know because they are the one who control there. Even though we are chemical engineers, chemists, like blah blah. Okay. And diluted phosphoric acid, it's very clear that we will analyze that, already prepared by our chemists in the laboratory. We will just put something according to what amount we, based on our computation. Okay. So that is the QA of Coca-Cola Butters Philippines Tagbilaran branch. Okay. We are producing only Royal True Orange, Coca-Cola, and Sprite. We don't produce the lift just like a Mountain Dew color because we have only one production line in Tagbilaran, Bohol. Very small compared to the Cebu branch because Cebu branch so many product lines. Because before I applied for Cebu, but there's no limited personnel, they throw me in Tagbilaran, Bohol because I passed everything, the examination, the interview in the Coca-Cola Butters Philippines Cebu Mandawi branch, and they said it's okay for you that you'll be assigned to another region. Of course, it's okay for me like that, and then that's why they deployed me in Tagbilaran, Bohol. Okay, as a QA staff. Okay, that was my first job as a chemical engineer. Okay, things like this. Okay, now diluted phosphoric acid, as I said before, glycerol plus phosphoric acid, right? Okay, and then if you, after taking the sugar in your system, and then you add phosphoric acid, okay, you will produce glycerol 3-phosphate. But take note mga palangga ko, glycerol 3-phosphate will produce triglyceride later and phospholipids. So we need to say it will cause obesity. And if you drink soft drinks, this is the reason technically why if you drink soft drink, you will become fat and obese, because phosphoric acid will trigger the production of glycerol 3-phosphate, in which it will produce later triglycerides that will be converted to phospholipid fat and cholesterol. Okay. You get the point? And this is the reason for now I don't drink Pepsi, Coke. I only drink diet. Because the sugar in diet, Pepsi and Diet Coke are aspartame. Okay? 14 atoms of carbon, 18 atoms of hydrogen. Okay? Like that. And then nitrogen, 2 atoms, and oxygen, 5. So it acts as a sugar, as a sweetener only, but not functioning as a sugar, in which can cause obesity and overweight. So it will not lead to type 2 diabetes because the aspartame is not a sugar family. Okay, it's not belong to the carbohydrate family. You get the point? But it's 200 times sweeter than the rose sugar. And it is approved by FDA, Food Drugs Administration, all over the world, that aspartame is okay to drink based on my research. Okay? Because it will only cause obesity sometimes if you cannot control. Okay? For example, if you drink too much, because there's an issue of aspartame, the more you drink this one, the more you will become thirsty. Okay, and the more you will become also hungry. So the more you will become hungry, the more you eat, right? So that's why you will become fat if you can control. So this is the effect issue only, but not the direct. So it's up to you if you can control here. So here, in this part, you need to discipline yourself. Because you know already what's the effect of the aspartame. It causes obesity because you cannot control your hungriness to eat because it can cause hungriness, okay? So you stop it. You'll never eat because you know already the disadvantage of aspartame. But under normal circumstances, this is healthy. That's why diet drinks, diet drinks, beverages are really, not really 200% healthy, recommended for certain conditions for healthy people. I'm not saying also that cola is not recommended, but due to the accumulation, for example, if you're starting drinking soft drinks 1 year old up to 50 years old, it will accumulate to your system. So it will lead to obesity and overweight, and later on you will obtain diabetes mellitus or diabetic. Okay, because that is through, through accumulation and frequency, long-term exposure or long-term intake that matters the most. Okay, but the point, ganon. So, dili pa lang pasok na sa banga. Sa glycerol po, ika-add mo na sa glycerol. Now, this is for sugar alcohol. What if beer? So, the effect here, guys, will be non-alcoholic fatty liver disease also. Okay, kaya hindi pa siya related sa alcohol. Ang kaning sugar alcohol. Sugar man siya, ang sucrose ba? Na puti, na powder, kaya sa pang coffee. Now, kung alcohol na yun siya, ethyl alcohol, na found yun siya sa mga beer, ethyl alcohol sa ibutang dali. Ethyl alcohol plus phosphoric acid. Okay? Now, this is not ethyl anymore. This is ethyl phosphate. Okay, ethyl phosphate plus water. Now, take note of the molecular weight. Ethyl phosphate has higher molecular weight with the glycerol because glycerol 3-phosphate have 3 carbon atoms only. Now, it's not very easy to burn the ethyl phosphate compared to the sugar only. Okay, the sucrose. Imagine mo, produce kang alcohol na sugar na gani, wala ka na inom na alcohol daan. Yung mo, convert na mo obesity. Kung uminom na juga mga beer, samot na kay ethyl na good, taas na siya molecular weight ikumpara sa glycerol. Daghan kag i-burn because burning matters on the molecular weight. The more it has a very, very large molecular weight, it's not easy to burn. You get the point? So how many carbon atoms in ethyl phosphate? Like this, maglasuan so. Okay? Yung nasa review na ko, mauni siya, ganun kayo. Okay? You get the point? So, ang glycerol alcohol, okay siya. Okay, the sugar naman din siya in sources. Sugar lang ang sucrose. But ang ethyl alcohol coming from the beer plus phosphoric acid. Actually, di magiging acid na phosphoric record, pwede magiging sulfuric. Kisang sa buwan nga may ng sulfuric. Nga sulfuric is not also dedicated to liquid beverages. Sulfuric acid is not dedicated to human intake. So always the phosphoric acid in the diluted phosphoric acid in the soft drinks. Okay, this is the acidity found in the soft drinks. Diluted phosphoric acid. It's not sulfuric acid. It's not also hydrochloric acid. And you can find that in the tansan. This. It will be reflected there, the CO2, by statements, declaration. Okay, the production date, the expiration date, and the ingredients. It's put in the metallic cover. What do you call this? Tansan na nasa tumoy sa anong soft drinks. Okay, but for the cans, parang makita nila, kaya siya yung body. Okay, got the point. So, mo ni siya, mas kuyaw niya ang kanang ethyl phosphate, kay mukos man siya alcoholic fatty liver disease. Okay, mas grabe man ang alcoholic kumpara sa non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Okay, like that. Mo na siya yung metabo. Okay, kaya nawaha, the alcoholic fatty liver disease, mukos man siya liver cirrhosis plus diabetes. But ang non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, kuan naman siya, diabetes, like this, cardiovascular disease. Wala siya, kuan, cirrhosis, wa may alcohol na taas. Para sa beer, na may ethyl alcohol. Okay, you get the point. Mo man siya ang alcohol sa mga fermented beverages. Like beer, wine, whiskey, grape, anything that is wine, everything, gin, like that. Nasa ethyl alcohol. Ganon. So kung mag-inom-inom mo, alam yung inom sa soft drinks. You get the point? Palabya ba? ang nakapait na ka, inyo mga i-chaser. Inyo pa yung ibutang sa yung bino, wala na. Pwede man mga chemical engineers, of course, di ka sabot kayo. Right? So, I'm not telling nga, gara ko. I'm just telling the truth and the fact. Kaya naman may alcohol, di ba? Butangan pa ba, na ninyo usahin o ka ng coke. Na kung papa, subuhol ba ako sa kung papa pala ito tanong. Kung papa, butangan mo niya kuan o ka ng coke. Ang tanduay, nasamot. Yung pulos ko na siya doon sa triphosphate. Mo convert na into kuan. Mga fats, nakakaloka. Obesity na yun. Ito ko pa para ko kantiyan. Yung ato tayo ng gubihas, kuha pa bang gugubudi, wala pa ko, kuha na yung ani ba? Charot. Di pa ko license chemical engineer ato. Ako ka-graduate ba? So di pa ko kahit kakuan sa mga ani. Char! Okay, mga ani, di ko ma. These kinds of stuffs cannot be learned immediately. It will be learned through process also because it will take time to understand. Because there's a lot of chemicals in the planet Earth. There are trillions of chemicals. How can you know the different chemical reactions existed in the planet Earth? Right? So it should be through learning, constant learning like this. Even though kung sa mo bagiitan na engineer ara, summa cum laude, whatever. Okay? It doesn't matter. As long as mo study na jud ka, hindi na mag-matter sa ka-bright. Mura jud ang paningkamutan na i-learn ba by heart. Ganon. O diba? Kaya lang yung mga hagbong mga cum laude. Okay? Legit assurance ang mga honor student. Okay? It depends din sa mga effort or none. O diba? So, you'll drink soft drinks only after 2 hours. When you do the tagay-tagay portion. But the problem is, inyong guna isalo sa kuan, bino, cause you ng liver disease in the future. Labi na kung sige mong inom every week. Okay? If you drink once in a month or twice in a month, it's okay. But if you drink every week, okay? Yan, di ba dyan nabawa ang soft drinks sa inyong mga tagay-tagay? Oh. Yeah, i-add din mo ang diluted phosphoric acid sa ethyl alcohol. Pupulos ba siya kuan? Fats o obesity. Yun mo ng lesson guys, dagkog tiyan ang palainom. Okay? Amo na siya reason mo cause na siya bile fats. Dili na siya ang katong glucose, kasagaran ng glucose ng kaon na ng mga rice. Ano mo, kaon man tanan og rice, wala ni tambok ang tanan. Ang tiyan, lagi di tambok tanaon. So we should not say that carbohydrates always the basis kung dako sila tiyan, dili. It should be also through drinking alcoholic beverages. But mostly lang din siguro ang mukhaon og white rice nga cooking nga bandihado. Sito ang kaon nga dako lang tiyan, mugurot ang tiyan ba. That term is bloating. B-L-O-A-T-I-N-G because of the bile fats and born. Ganon. Any questions so far? Okay, mga panglawas na bigyan ito, Adri, ha? Okay, thank you so much for watching this live streaming. I hope you like this, guys. You can share it to anybody else. This is, again, your content creator. I'm a singer, eternal voice. If you are not subscribing yet in my channel, then you can subscribe now. You can hit the button, like, or whatever. Thank you so much. God bless everybody. See you later. Ganon. Ako is disgusting. Nakakaloka. Ay, nako! Uy, mag-discuss pa ko sa uban. Charot, ano lang, wait, ang puya kayo. Sharp! Diba? Kapoy, nakikidiscuss, uy. Hindi na ako kaya.